Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I've been pre-filming a ton of stuff, so I almost forgot that it's the end of June, so my July TBR needs to be up very soon. I'm thinking Monday, but we will see. So if you're new around here, thank you, welcome. If you're returning, thank you, welcome to my channel. I play a game here on my channel to pick my TBR, but things are going to change slightly. Again, I think I just changed the rules last month, but you know, it's okay. Obviously for things like pet pick, mom pick, hubby pick, friend pick down here, right here. Those things I can't pick possibilities. I just have to read whatever they pick. Needless to say, I did not finish June's TBR, but we're trying to be more kind to my soul, to our soul, to my soul. I'm trying to be nicer, okay? So I'm not going to be punishing myself. I think last month was the first month where I didn't punish myself for not finishing May's TBR, in case you missed it. But I really want to do better at my TBRs. However, a lot of stuff happened this month, in the month of June, that, like, prevented me from reading. Like, I packed up my house, I moved into my current place, which I bought. So it's like the first home that I bought, and then it needed some things that we had to take care of right away, and then there was just a lot going on in the month of June, so I didn't really read much. I think I read 6 books. 2, 4, 6, 7, because there's one that I don't own. 7 books. Most of them were audiobooks. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Most of them were audiobooks, and that's fine. I still have like a week left of the month, so maybe I'll be able to squeeze 1 or 2 more books in there, but it just hasn't been my month for reading, and that's okay. I'm gonna be kinder to myself and not be upset. My game, I've learned that I'm very much a mood reader. And, you know, I would have never called myself that a year ago. I would have been like, no, I'm good with TBRs. I suck at TBRs. Okay, I love playing the game. And I like picking my books. But then, like, when it comes to actually reading them, I just pick whatever I want. So, from now on, I got this little notebook. I'm going to be writing what prompts come up. And from that prompt, I might give you a couple of possibilities, but as long as I read any book for that prompt, then it counts. That way it's like way less pressure for me, and I still get to play my game, and it's still a lot of fun. I'm also not doing punishments. I'm only doing rewards, and my reward, if I finish the game, is a month of mood reading. So I don't even have to, like, give you a TBR the following month. But I don't know. I just think it will be better this way. So I'm going to write down July TBR July, and then I'm going to write down my 6 rolls. So it will be 6. I used to, last month was also the first month that I did the jar, or the box, and I grabbed a book title, and then we tried to do that. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. I was going to continue that, but somehow my book of the month box that had all the slips of paper in it got thrown away or misplaced or something. So I'm not super worried about it. If I find it, maybe in August, but more than likely, I want to just be like nice to myself and just kind of chill a little bit. So I might not even use it. But all right, here is rule number 1. My dog. It's right there on Must Read. And we're going this way. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rule number 1 landed us on out of comfort zone. So I wrote it down on my little notebook, but I have 4 options. So let's talk about them. There's The Book Thief by Markus Zusak. So I have previously DNF'd this, but I did start it over, and I'm like 40 pages in, which isn't very far. I'm enjoying it, but I hate the audiobook. So I'm kind of just reading this one physically, and it's such a nice experience. It's a really sad book, and I don't know what I'm expecting from the rest of it, but this is an option. It's historical fiction, which is usually not my jam, but everyone talks so highly of this book, so I'm gonna try and give it a chance. I guess there's 5 options because I also have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, which is another World War II historical fiction novel. I don't know anything else other than it's probably gonna make me cry. So this is another option. Then we have Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. First off, she's chunky. The print is fairly small, and it also takes place during war. So that's definitely outside my comfort zone. This follows 4 sisters during Civil War time, I think. Illuminae, The Illuminae Files, number 1, by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman. But this is young adult sci-fi. But it's told in like chat and analysis format and like lists and interesting format. I think it's a series about where we can no longer live on Earth, so a bunch of people are trying to leave Earth, but I'm not entirely sure. That's probably wrong. The one that I think, like, if I were to pick right now, this is the one that I would pick for the month of July. Like I said, as long as I fulfill the prompt, it doesn't matter if I read this book. But if it were me right now, I would be picking Legends and Lattes by Travis Bouldery. This is a cozy fantasy about this orc that opens a coffee shop. Alright, so we're right here on Out of Comfort Zone. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh! We landed on one of the new spaces from last month. So I added Amanda picks and I added my mom picks. And we started that game last month, the month before. I think we started it in May. And last month, in June, my mom picked a book because we landed on mom pick. And that space is Amanda picks. So I just texted her and I'm like, hey girl, I'm filming for my channel and I landed on the Amanda Picks a Book space. So you can pick any book that you want me to read. Thank you. If I don't own it, that's okay. I'll either buy it or borrow it from the library. So I'm like giving her free reign on everything, which is scary because we read the same type of thrillers. I feel like we like the same type of mystery thrillers. That's where we kind of align. But she has a tendency to pick like fantasies and things that I normally wouldn't pick. So I'm going to count that as I'm gonna count that as 2 out of comfort zone reads. I don't know what the book is yet, but I will obviously let you know when I find out. I'm a little scared, but I'm also really excited. So this one, obviously, I can't just take a bunch of options from Amanda. I just have to pick whatever book she picks for me. All right, here we are. And number 3. 1, 2, 3. Why? Usually this is where I would pick a title from my big book of the month box and go back to start. So I am going back to start. I'm gonna estimate, I think I have around 150 unread books. So I'm gonna just get a random number between 1 and 150, and then I'll count those books. Pick a number between 1 and 150.
120.
That's so weird. It says 120, but like it said it out loud, but right here it says 99. So I'm going to count to 120. This one is also one that I don't get possibilities. I have to pick whatever book it is. So I'm going to fast forward through this part for you. Okay, so book number 120 is The Year of the Witching by Alexis Henderson. This is one of my new books. It was in my most recent book haul, so I am very excited for this. However, it's like historical fiction and it's fantasy. Like, this game is just wanting me to read all the things that I normally wouldn't read. But it's like, I think it takes place during the Salem witch trials, which is very intriguing to me. And it's like witchy, and it says a young woman living in a rigid society discovers dark powers within herself in this stunning feminist fantasy debut. So I am excited, but I'm a little bit nervous. So this is book number 3 of 7 now, right? All right, rule number 4. We started over, so we're back at start. Rule number 4 is a 1. Of course. It's TBR jar, which is the jar or the box of all the little slips of paper that I worked so hard on and now I can't find. But since I can't find it, we just get to randomize my TBR again. I'm not going to be able to pick any book. Okay, that's not true. I picked one. Pick a number between 1 and 150.
20.
20. Okay, so I'm going to go with the one that she spoke out loud because on here it says 31, but she said 20. So I'm going to fast forward through this part again and we'll see what book I got. At least it's short, but it's a classic. It's The Jungle Book, retold from Rudyard Kipling. I think it's a children's classic, so that'll make it easier. But it's a classic. I love this movie, though. This movie's really nice. So maybe I can use this as an excuse to watch the movie in July after I read this book. And it's only 111 pages, so I should be able to read that fairly quickly unless I'm in this mode of not reading like I am in June, which... Alright, rule number 5. Now, I'm going to laugh so hard. Where am I? So I'm either going to get hubby pick or pet pick. I mean, I guess I could get mom pick too, but It's just not on my side today. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did not read my mom's pick from last month. I did attempt to, but it's just really sad. And it's called Broken by Shai Keenan. It's this nonfiction about Shai and how she was abused as a child. And I'm just mentally I can't do that right now. So I'm going to show you the 8 books that I'm going to be sending to my mom. I do need some books for Summerween because I'm hoping to participate in Summerween in like July 7th. I think that's when it starts. That weekend, I want to vlog and read all the spooky stuff. So I have a few spooky books here. And then I have a few happier books. So I just can't read a book that's going to break my heart. Not right now. I'm not there right now. And that's why I didn't really stick to my TBR in June. But I'm going to show you real quick. And then I'm going to send it to my mom. And she can pick whatever she wants. And you might be asking, like, why did I let Amanda pick any book in the world and not so much for my mom? Amanda reads a lot and everything. My mom usually gets her book recommendations from me, and so I'm just trying to make it easy on my mom. So, Mom, if you're watching this, I hope you pick a good one. I'm just kidding. Well, kind of. Most of these are spooky for Summerween in July. So, let's start here. Just Like Home is, I think, a haunted house literary fiction. Weather Girl is a romance, which I could really use in my life. Nemesis is a young adult dystopian. Then there's Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones. That's a little horror novella, so that would be perfect for Summerween. Little Fires Everywhere by Celestine. I have DNF'd this book so many times, but I'm determined to finish it. I want to know why everyone loves it. Her Body and Other Parties. This is a short story collection, and I do really want to get into short story collections. I don't know if I'm going to like them, but this one was also recommended by Kayla from Books and Lala. Every Marriage Has Them. Lies, Lies, Lies by Adele Parks. This is just a fun little psychological thriller about marriage and the lies that we tell ourselves in marriage. And then The Devil Takes You Home by Gabino Iglesias. I feel like this is the one that my mom's going to pick because it's the only one, I think, that has potential to break my heart because it's about a girl. It's about this family that is going through this cancer ordeal because the young girl has cancer and now dad is stuck with all the bills and he doesn't know how to pay them, so I think he becomes a hitman. And it sounds good, but it also sounds like really emotional. So I'm going to send this to my mom and then we'll take what should have been our last turn. I was going to go on to the next turn, but my mom already got back to us. I haven't read it yet, but I'm hoping it's Weather Girl because I just need something happy and fun. Although if she picks something spooky, it would be good for Summerween. Oh, let's see. She texted twice. Oh, okay. So it's not Weather Girl. It's not Weather Girl. But hold up. Let's see. She picked Nemesis. by Brendan Rex. I started this the other night, and I mean, by like started, I mean, I read like 5 pages and then I fell asleep. But it's like a young adult dystopian about this girl named Min, who every 2 years on her birthday, this weird, unusual man, like, I guess creature, I'm not sure, kills her. And then she wakes up in the field in her town and everything's normal. She has no bruising, nothing, but she's determined to outrun him this year. So it's intriguing. Okay, you know what? I'm not mad about this. Thank you, Mom. All right. Roll number 6. So this should have been our last roll. But we have that extra one. A 2. 1, 2. Okay, so initially the vlog space was put on there to help me vlog more, which I haven't done at all this summer, which is crazy because now that I have more time to dedicate to my vlogs, now I'm not vlogging. Imagine that. But it was supposed to be like a vlog all month. I'm already planning 2 vlogs in July. So I'm going to take this prompt a little bit differently than I meant it when I created it because, you know, my game, my rules. So I'm going to actually pick Mapping the Interior by Stephen Graham Jones. It is a horror novella that I plan to read during Summerween. It's like 100 pages. And I just figured that I can include this book in the Summerween vlog in a vlog. And that will take care of both prompts. Right? Yeah, that works. All right, this is my last roll. My person's right there, my little doggo. I got a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh! So our last spot on the board is Scribd. So I just have to pick a Scribd book. For this one, I'm going to give you a few possibilities. Although there is a chance that I'm going to read more than one of these in July. So there's Pen Pal, which I think is like a horror novella about this kid who has an imaginary friend who he corresponds to with like writing. But I could be completely off. Then there's Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. That is a love story, but I heard that it might make me cry. So I don't know anything else about it. Everything I Know About Love by Dolly something rather. It's on Scribd. I think it's a nonfiction. Then there's A Dowry of Blood, which would be really good. That one would work for Summerween too. I think it's like a love letter to Dracula from his bride. Or Slewfoot, which is a witchy book. And that's all that I know. And then there's How High We Go in the Dark, but I have 0 ideas what this is about. But these are the books that I want to read for that, vlog anyway. So I might read one or all of those, but those are some of my options. Now, other than, there were really only 2 prompts that I got to pick. Yeah. 2 prompts where I actually get to pick. The rest were picked for me. So, those ones I don't have a choice. But the ones that I don't have a choice for, I kind of put back here like this. So, I mean, that's not terrible. These are pretty short. This one I am excited for. And Nemesis, the writing is really good. I mean, like I said, I only read 5 pages, but in that 5 pages, I did like the writing. Plus, whatever book Amanda picked for me, it'll be up here. I told her she could pick anything, but then I texted her again, and I'm like, unless you want me to give you some options. If she wants me to give her options, that might be easier, because then I can just pick a few options for her, like 8 to 10, like I did for my mom, and she can pick whatever book. But at this point, you should already know what it is, but current me doesn't, but future me will know before you do. I almost forgot that I'm trying to read a book for Buzzwordathon. The word for Buzzwordathon is any weather-related word. So what better than Weather Girl by Rachel Lynn Solomon anyway? So I was trying to get this on here. My mom didn't pick it. I don't know if Amanda picked it. Probably not. But I'm putting it on here for Buzzwordathon. And now you're going to go back to past me, and she's going to do an outro. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new around here. So that's what I get for being like, oh, this month I'm going to give myself options and I'm going to be nicer to myself. Oh, no, you're not. Everyone else is going to pick your TBR. I'll see you guys later. Bye.